lap, bro.
A few moments later.
I just broke something.
Check me out, boys. We are first event with not only the BMW, but with the new trailer. We're in Oklahoma City, Mac Park, low-key track. I'm literally just taking all the rest of my tires that have been sitting in my shop. 2 sets of Accelera PHIs. First shakedown event for the BMW. I don't know how this car handles on a track. I'm going to use today as a sort of dial-in point before we add power, do fun stuff to this car. Let's just have some fun, thrash some tires, and have a good time with friends, because that is what drifting's all about.
I guess I'm gonna be the first one out. You guys might not be able to see much from this angle, but we're gonna try it anyways. It is 11 o'clock. I'm going to drive.
Go ahead.
Okay. First lap, bro. Oh my God. I love this car. I love this car so damn much, bro. Holy sh**. Let's keep it rolling, dude. All right, I'm gonna work on flicking some big entries and just really kind of trying to push the boundary of this angle kit. Oh, whoever just yelled at me. I love that. Yeah, dude, this car feels really good. I'm so used to driving on 651s, and when I say that they're probably one of the best tires you can ever drift on, it's real, because you can air them up, and the grip you have even at like 60, 70 PSI is so good, even compared to these at like 20. We'll do one more lap. I'm gonna let it cool down, check the car for leaks. I just broke something. Did I just break an axle already? It's definitely trans related, so I guess we'll see. I already broke my diff. See, it snapped off right there. Axle's rubbing against the exhaust or something now. Yo, hold on. Look, here we go. Oh God, that exhaust is hot. Yeah, so this bolt just completely broke off of the bushing. Oh God, it's like stuck now though. Oh, this is bad. This might be my day ended already, bro. Okay, so if you guys can see, the diff, so I'm upside down right now, but the diff fell down and it's now bumping against the subframe, and it's angled as much as it possibly can be, which is really frustrating.
And the subframe bushing is completely out and it cannot go back in because if you see the diff is not letting the bushing go back in. So I don't really know. This is crazy how this happened. Apparently it's not super uncommon on these, but like why lap 4? I tried to push this back in, but it can't because it can't go over that lip. I tried to get like a real weird angle on it. I tried to push the diff down, back up, take it out. It's not really working. And also the axles are starting to go. So this is a sign that I need a 330i rear end. Didn't think that this thing was gonna break on me that quickly. I mean, it's all reinforced and like, but the bolt just snapped, dude. Look at this. The bolt literally snapped. I think we center a little too hard, bud. Look at that. I bent and warped the inside of the bushing, the metal piece. That's not supposed to happen, dude. I warped the inner part of the bushing and actually I think welded the rest of the bolt inside of it. Hey, still sent it. Well, unfortunately, one of the roughest but realest parts of motorsports happened very early in the day for me today. Needed to swap to a 330 rear end anyways. So, you know, I always try and find the blessings and the curses. 330 rear ends are much stronger. The axles are bigger and they hold more power. And because I'm going to make this thing make more power eventually anyways, it was an inevitable upgrade that I was going to need to do. So we're gonna pack up and head home and get to work on this baby. Honestly, guys, this is why I encourage so many people to get a sim. If you're gonna start driving. On a sim, you don't spend $500 in fuel, $200 on a hotel, and just overall $1,000 for a weekend just to drive 15 minutes and break something. Like if you wanna learn how to drive, get something that can't break, AKA a sim. $2,000 doesn't seem so crazy when you end up accidentally spending $5,000 for 3 different events. It's really good too, dude. You can just fling it and it just goes. That's cool. Yeah. Oh man. No, that's very bent. Wow. Freaking dude. This is the one time where you actually need power to make your car more reliable. There we go. There's the carrier bearing. And then check her out. Too many clutch kicks, boys.
I got the rest of the bolts out.
Aww.
Man, that was fast.
So I'm really glad that I didn't try and sit there and fix this at the track because it was more broken than I expected it to be. It would have been nearly impossible to fix it there. All this, like, I mean, oh my God, that's actually, the bolts were bent. The freaking cradle up here, whatever you're gonna call it, got destroyed. My axles started to go bad, but these should be fine. We're gonna end up doing the 3.0 swap, but also the carrier bearing. So this just like, I broke a lot of things and it's just crazy to me because the only reason that all this broke is because of how many clutch kicks I was having to do. Way I could have mitigated that is upping the tire pressure in the rear, but then you don't have as much bite, as much grip as you'd want. So the way that I like to drive, I'll usually like toe in my cars in the rear. I like to be able to throw a big angle clutch kick and have a lot of forward bite so I can control my car and have, you know, it basically go as far out to the outside of the track as I can while still being in full control. I think somebody on Instagram counted 26 times in one run. And that was, I mean, and that's not even like that's a slow track, not even a grippy surface. Like, this would have happened catastrophically worse at another event. So we're gonna have to change some things up. I ordered the 3.0 rear end on this thing, and that's gonna be a big upgrade because the auto axles apparently hold a lot more horsepower. So as I've briefly mentioned, I am going to start uploading more often, which means I'm going to split some of these videos up, make shorter content because that's what YouTube wants us to do, and try and upload more often for you guys. So you might get a 4 or 5 minute video every now and then, but you'll still get the 8 to 10 minutes, you know, stuff like that. 20-minute videos, unfortunately, are like dead to YouTube, and they don't want to promote that kind of stuff. I was talking to somebody on the back end of YouTube, and they're like, no, you need to upload more often, and you need to do short form content. I'm not necessarily going to do shorts because I don't want to do 1-minute videos, but I'm going to end up uploading more. So to be continued. We fixed the car. Next video is gonna be really funny because I almost get arrested. You know, my daily advice for you guys is it takes more of a man to be vulnerable and open than it does to quote unquote man up and be silent. I want you guys to know that. Vulnerability does not equal complaininess or complaints. Vulnerability means that you are comfortable with who you are and you want to be known and you want to speak out and to talk and to take care of what's going on inside of you. So I want you guys to not be ashamed if something's going on and you feel like you need to talk, you feel like you need to chat, because that is ultimately what we need to do, especially as men. We need to come together and we need to work together here and not tell everybody to just man up, be quiet, and then wait until it's too late to be like, oh man, I wish he would have talked, or you know, something like that. Like everybody's always pro mental health until it's too late and the person's gone. You know what I mean? So manning up doesn't mean you're being a man. It actually means quite the opposite. So talk about your stuff that you need to do. Don't hold it inside. Find someone to chat with, and you know, be a man. Talk about it. Have an amazing day. Make sure you guys enter into the super giveaway. You guys have a month left. We got new merch for you guys. Happy shopping. Good luck. Peace out, guys.